Yo, what up, YouTube? It's Rob Money here. Welcome you guys to our wrestling podcast for today. It is 4:27. It's Monday. We're about an hour away from Raw starting on the East Coast. For us here in Hawaii, it's going to probably start around 8 p.m. So let's get into our news. Big news today, actually, when I look at it. Luke Gallows has changed his name to Sex Ferguson. So he's already set trademarks on that. What else? We also got to talk about Jesse Ventura considering a presidential run. Spoilers on the Jeff Hardy's redemption storyline. Also, Samoa Joe. Yes, Samoa Joe is making news hype today. Alright, and right now, let's go into the news. And we're going to start off with something new, but also it's what was talked about on Saturday, I think in other various news channels, I guess, with us. And our first article today is Zack Ryder has filed new trademarks. In fact, he even has a picture of him showing off his Mikey Whipwreck shorts because Mikey Whipwreck had actually trained Zack Ryder. But I mean, he got new trunks. He's going to probably debut that new attire when he comes out. He was supposed to debut it back in 2016 as he revealed. But as we are looking here, Ryder is basically now filing trademarks. A lot of the trademarks here that are known as the terms "always ready." I guess that's because that's a new quote for him because of his always stay hype thing. And then he's also filed trademarks, which is the interesting one, the internet champion. In my honest opinion, this is a great thing that he's doing because it's marketing at its best. Basically, always ready is always a good. I mean, it could be a new t-shirt slogan, you know? By the way, checking out that O'Neal shit action going. Internet champion is another thing that Zack Ryder is known for, as you guys know, in WWE. Because I believe when he made his big run back against Kane with Eve and John Cena, which a lot of people believe he was buried, I can't say that he was buried. I think he was just attacked because he was just friends with Cena at the time. But, that's just another thing. But as back then, he was over with the Internet Championship, especially with his YouTube, as you guys know, Long Island True Story, Zack Ryder. It's good to see that he's coining in, he's cashing in on that champion title. The question is now, with Zack Ryder filing new trademarks, being recently released, and showing off some new attire that is basically something that he was supposed to wear a long back, in my opinion, it's like, okay, this is awesome. Zack Ryder is giving us some fresh new concepts going on. And to where he ends up, which a lot of people are stating AEW, I think Zack Ryder is going to make an impact where he goes. Though I kind of was offended by seeing one of the fans in there saying that, oh, he's going to put over a lot of guys in AEW. I'm like, I would want to see Zack Ryder be world champion in AEW, in my opinion. That would be freaking awesome, That's just my honest opinion there. All right, so next. Oh, wrong page. Next one, which is our first of our big stories. Jesse the Body Ventura is considering running for president of the United States. And here's what he had to state. Okay, I've decided I'm going to test the waters. And if I were going to run for president, the Green Party would be my first choice. I've endorsed the party, and I'm testing the waters. To be clear, I haven't filed anything. I have authorized a letter of interest that was sent on my behalf to the Greens, and I'm testing the waters for the Green Party nomination. I'm an independent, I'm not a Democrat or a Republican, because I know they're not the solution. So, right there, guys, I like this because Jesse Ventura, as you guys know, is a person that has gone on record that he's not for the Democratic and Republican Party, if you're following politics. Quite honestly, this is kind of interesting in my opinion because Jesse Ventura, as we know, is a conspiracy theorist, as we've known before. So for him to be running for president of the United States is an interesting thing, especially since he is the former governor of Minnesota. And for those of you who know what Governor Ventura was like, you're probably going to expect the same thing from the presidency. For those of you who don't know, Jesse Ventura has always been an independent. He actually won the governor's seat as an independent. A lot of people are looking at that as probably because of his star power of being a WWE superstar and how charismatic and how intelligent Jesse can be. So, for the Green Party, I just want to know why the Green Party, for one. And two, for Jesse to choose the Green Party, it's like, I thought he was just going to be independent. And I'm going to say this, the Green Party doesn't get that much coverage. So, because they're just the Green Party, they're not in the know, folks. When you go on to Fox News or CNN or MSNBC, they don't mention the Green Party at all. That's the sad part. So for Governor Ventura to be deciding to become a member of the Green Party, I think he should have just ran as an independent, full on, and be his own man. Don't sign up with any parties. Make your own party, in my opinion. But I guess he likes their solutions, I guess. So it'll be interesting to see what comes out of this. I don't have any comment of how Jesse would run the country, though if you are a person or a citizen of Minnesota during Governor Ventura's run, you probably have a better opinion than most. Other than that, I think Jesse's intelligent. I think he's more for the people than a lot of people would be, and then on top of that, he's very charismatic. So we'll see where that goes, you know. Next article today, which is a backstage news on Killer Kyron or Kyron Cross. So basically, as recent weeks as Kyron Cross and Scott Bordeaux have made their debut by attacking Ciampa, of all people. According to Fightful, his name the name change came from Cross himself and not from WWE. So, for what it's worth, the word carrion is a decaying flesh of dead animals. Charon, in Greek mythology, is the ferryman who takes souls to the land of dead. Cross has a tattoo that says Chiron on his back. WWE officials were reportedly using the word killer on TV despite the rumors on the contrary. So, for those of you who are wondering why Killer Cross is now named Carrion Cross, is because Killer Cross had came up with the name change himself. Quite honestly, I kind of like it. I like it. It gives him a new name. Knowing Vince, though, later on, he probably will just probably slash it into Cross, you know, which to me would be a kind of a cooler name. But Carrion Cross, with the Greek mythology behind it, the meaning behind Carrion, to me is that is very creative and actually very thoughtful. It's new, it's unique, it's organic, and it really helps him carry on that gimmick. So And in fact, you can even say you could take his gimmick right now and turn it into a new theme. Like we already got the Fiend going. We had the Undertaker. Now we have Karrion Kross, which to me is like, oh, this is actually kind of cool. So I hope this actually works out great. I'm a fan already of Killer Kross, for those of you who don't know. So I think he's going to be a star in the next couple of years. So keep an eye out, guys. All right. And now in the news, which a lot of people, this might be minor, but Tammy Stitch Sonny is in the news again, folks. And this time TMZ has reported that they came up to her and asked her about her Hall of Fame ring, which she pawned off in 2011. Oh, no. She pawned off in 2016, which is, it's time to let go of the past. Selling my ring is the right way to get back on track. Now she comments on Twitter saying, I don't know where you got your info from. My Hall of Fame ring is on my dresser with my other jewelry. What's this? Oh yeah, Hall of Fame ring? That you all insist I pawn? Douchebags, get your shit straight. Hey fucktards, who think they know everything about everyone? You wish you had one, and you never will. Trolls, I guess I didn't pawn it off. Huh? Yeah, thought so, asshole. It was a publicity stunt concocted by the owner of Vivid Video, and right after it, I posted that it was only a publicity stunt. Go do something with your life instead of trolling me. Oh, shit. And for those, I'm not going to go into all of that. I'm not going to the rest of this because she's just ranting and bitching like the bitch she can truly be. And this is even more so. Because Tammy Lynn Cinch has flipped everyone off here and showing off her Hall of Fame ring that they quote unquote pawned. I mean, fucking unbelievable. And she even brought up Vivid, guys. She brought up her porn video. Oh my. Oh, Sonny. Such a hot mess. I tell you. I don't know what Sean did to you, but damn. I don't know what Chris did to you, but damn. Whew. Guys, I'm sorry. I'm just chuckling inside because this is Sonny and she has some, as you all notice, she's bitching and ranting and it's hilarious. Oh my God. And she even calls out even the IWC for that because she says, you think you know everyone and everything? Words couldn't be spoken any much more true other than that. I feel like, man. Sorry guys, I'm just I couldn't say anything words more perfect. I cannot even express how much the finger is making me laugh right now with the Hall of Fame ring on there. Yeah. Sonny's gone crazy, guys, and she's pissed. She's bitchy. Alright, also in the news since this weekend, for a lot of you guys who probably have heard, basically, the Forgotten Sons had lost a jacket, an entrance, stuff that they wear for their entrance while going there. There's now going on right now is an update to that. The Forgotten Sons, Jaxson Ryker, or as you guys better know him from TNA as Gunner, is asking for the jacket to be returned if can found, and is offering a reward for its return. And as it states here, to all the fans, if you see this jacket on eBay or trying to be sold, please inform me or Warren Star. I believe it's been stolen, taken, abducted, or all. It's dark red. A reward will be given if found. Alright, so guys, this is freaking serious. I mean, if you've seen this or if you're the one who stole this jacket, you guys need to return it. I mean, that's intellectual property of WWE. It's intellectual property to these guys, the Forgotten Sons. It is basically, you know, a very important thing to their getup. And they have not put this on eBay or pawn this off. They're probably not going to do that until their gimmick is done. And in my opinion, you need to return it if you guys see it or mention something. I mean, that's a serious note. I mean, this is basically something that needs to be returned if found. So, I mean, guys, talent, they don't, unless they post it up themselves or they give it away themselves, it's their stuff and they need it. It's important shit, for real. I mean, how would you like it to find out? I mean, I'll ask you guys this right now. If Undertaker lost one of those coats that he has for all of his entrances, how much would you be upset? I mean, how much do you think it would be cool to keep it? I mean, that's just my opinion. But guys, help Jaxson Ryker right now. Return his jacket. I mean, for God's sakes, it's his jacket, man. Return it. If you're that kind of fan who wants to make money off of it, you know, you're a prick. I'm sorry. For the person who finds it and rewards it, I hope you get a very good reward, because it's really going to be worth something, I bet you, and I'm pretty sure it would be much appreciated. Okay, now we're talking about spoiler. We got two Jeff Hardy stories, guys, here. First off and foremost, which is the more important one, the more serious one, is that his court date has been pushed back again. So, as you guys know, he was charged with DWI in not too long ago, about probably a year ago. And now his case has been pushed back to July 16, and due to the fact of the coronavirus. And basically what's being told during this DWI charge is that Hardy had a bloody nose and told the police he and his wife were in a fight. He admitted having 2 shots of vodka and being impaired. So, from what it sounds like, Jeff was taking responsibility for his actions because he had admitted that they were in a fight and that he was impaired due to alcohol. So, I hope the court date goes well, and you know what? I'm glad he's taking responsibility. Also, in Jeff Hardy's news today, there's a spoiler going around on his redemption storyline, which basically is WWE running videos about what's been going on with Jeff Hardy and his redemption. And after his latest video, the Wrestling Observer, Dave Meltzer, has revealed. Now, guys, when Dave Meltzer says he's revealed something, take it with a grain of salt, because he's what I call a third source. He's not a primary source. Shocking, right? So he's going to get his sources and information maybe second, third, fourth hand. I mean, it's not that reliable, so take it with a grain of salt. It's just he reports it right away, and he's probably one of the more famous dirt sheets and newsletters out there. So basically it states here that the videos will lead to a match with Sheamus. And as of right now, there's no word if there's going to be a match on SmackDown or Money in the Bank or a later event, but Jeff Hardy will be facing Sheamus. when he returns, and it's going to be after all these videos. I tell you, if that's a spoiler and Meltzer's doing that, he should be ashamed of himself. Because, quite honestly, there's already been rumors about Sheamus being Jeff Hardy's opponent when he would return, you know? Now, for him to be stating this and it as the repurpose and says he's revealing it, it's like he's claiming he's part of the company. He's not a member of the WWE employee listings. If you look on WWE.com or Wikipedia list of employees, he is not listed. So I don't know where he gets the gall to say he's revealing. He's just basically stating what people already knew in rumors and dirt sheets and gossip and innuendo for the last... That's been a freaking innuendo for about... Maybe let's say the last two months since, or the last month or so, ever since when Jeff Hardy was being noted that he was returning. It's already been stated that he's going to face Sheamus. So this is not news to me, but apparently what's news to me is that Meltzer's saying he's revealing it to you. Remember, that's a lie. He's not a member of the WWE roster. He's not active within creative. I mean, fact be told, Dave Meltzer is just a third source. He's not a primary source, which means he's not in the know. He's not. He's heard this from a lot of people already. So take his word with a grain of salt. In my opinion, it's not that solid. All right, now on to some news from WWE and 2K. As we noted earlier last week, Vince McMahon has said there will not be a new WWE 2K game this year. However, as it's been revealed this past weekend and today, in fact, there's a lot of graphics on here already. WWE 2K has announced a different solution and has given us solutions to what's going to happen with the 2K series. This is basically them giving us an update of what WWE 2K is going to be having. First and foremost, we're not getting a new WWE 2K game that is a simulation game like 2K18, 2K19, or 2K20. It's in fact they're going to be taking an extra year to be working on a brand new game in that sense of I guess a sense of awareness because of what happened with 2K20 and the success of the last 2K games. WWE is actually taking the time to talk with 2K, and 2K has announced that they'll be taking the year off from making a simulation game to work on a really good WWE game. So to me, this is actually good news, good thing, because now they're going to put more care into the game. Hopefully, we get a new system, maybe a new system as far as WWE games go. Obviously, they're going to always talk about better graphics, but I think they're going to rebuild this game for where it needs to be because they're no longer partnered with Ukes, and you know, with the two, from what I've heard in what people have been talking about, why 2K had suffered, is because of that partnership with Ukes splitting off and branching off onto their own thing. Basically, it's because the guys working at 2K basically have been doing copying and pasting for a while, and basically haven't been making new wrestling moves. So from what it sounds like, they're going to have to rebuild the game up from bottom up. So hopefully with this year that they're taking, they make a really, really good game. In the meanwhile, here's some solutions of what's going to happen with the 2K games. First and foremost, they are releasing WWE 2K Battlegrounds. As you can see right here, you can watch the trailer on YouTube. Basically, it's an arcadey WWE game. And from what it looks like, it reminds me of WWE All-Stars a little bit, but a little bit more fun. It looks a lot of fun. I'm thinking about picking it up and trying it, you know. If we do, we're going to definitely do the live stream if we can. I'm looking forward to this. This is actually something new, something fresh within wrestling games. And doing the arcadey look, hey, guys, if you're looking for a new wrestling game coming out soon, maybe you should try to check this out. I know some guys are going like, I ain't buying that shit. It ain't worth my time after the 2K20. You know what? Get over it. Get over it. It's a new game that they're making here with WWE 2K Battleground. And to me, if you're a fan of WWE All-Stars, it looks exactly like All-Stars, but it looks better. As far as the new game coming out that they're working on, they're taking the time to rebuild the game. So we'll see how it comes out. Be optimistic, guys. Unless you are so sold on AEW being the better company. You know, I feel like WWE is going to make some new changes, especially with the video games. So we're going to get this game instead. And I'm thinking it's going to be a fun game. It's a spin-off, but I'm looking forward to playing a new WWE arcade game. I really enjoyed All-Stars myself, so for those of you guys who really are looking for another wrestling game, this one's coming out too. Don't forget there's also Retromania as well. Alright. And basically, WWE 2K has also wrote a letter to the fans saying that they are hoping that everyone is well and safe, and hoping that the gaming community grows vibrant and more popular than ever. And basically, with the news of the 2K games, they are basically saying they're making a new game, which is they're introducing Battlegrounds. And then on top of that, they will also be working on a new game after the reception of 2K20. Which is like, here's what they had to address after the feedback in which they appreciated and they chose to listen to you closely. And since the launch, they've released 5 title updates addressing 100 reports and concerns, have released 4 2K20 Originals DLC expansions to build and improve the experience, and they also heard your requests to keep the 2K19 servers running. They will remain active for the time being. So, for those of you guys who are stuck on W2K19 right now because you chose to play 2K19 more than 2K20, good news, the servers are going to be running active until the next game. So, guys, that's good news right there for you guys. I mean, take it right there. With that being said, the franchise wants to hear more, and that they are going to do what they're going to do. And they learned from the simulation game with a renewed focus and quality of fun. Their commitment to giving you guys a WWE game, simulation game that is really, really good. They are taking this time to make a commitment that they're extending their production time, and will not be releasing the 2K simulation game in 2020. And that they will ensure that the development team and visual concepts can create a great game that gives you the actual WWE experience. So, right there, for you guys who are looking for the next 2K game, they're taking a year, right there. They're taking a year to make sure they produce a good game. It's part of the commitment they're making for you, the fans. In the meanwhile, they also want to continue Supercard in its new 6th season. And in closing, they want to thank for everybody for their support. So I'm going to go on and say this. I know there's a lot of people already burying 2K and WWE for last year's game. You know what? This is really a thing that is good. They're keeping you guys in the loop of what's going on with the game. So right now they're going to take one more year. They're going to extend their production 1 year so that they can work on making a better game for you guys. So the anticipation begins, and I think that's how it should be right now. Because I think what goes into a good video game, guys, is the time and care put into the game, in making it into the package. And then on top of that, if they need to make any edits or transitions or anything new to the game, they will, you know? Does that mean some guys are going to be omitted? Possibly, you know, especially with the Black Wednesday, you know? Yeah. It should be good news, though. That's good news for 2K. I say this much. For all you guys who are worried and saying, like, this arcade game's going to suck, let me tell you this. It's an arcade game. It's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be ridiculous. It's supposed to be outrageous. It already looks outrageous. I say don't knock it until you try it. You have GameFly, you can rent it before buying it, you know. Quite honestly, I'm looking forward to it. Alright, so our next news topic here before we go on to our last two. WWE is hyping tonight's Raw. As you guys know, the contract signing between Seth Rollins and Drew McIntyre is going to be the main focus of the show. Should be interesting to watch. Alright, so that's a reminder. Our second to the last article that we're going to be reading here is that WWE.com has claimed the New Day as the greatest faction in WWE history. And of course, I know there's a lot of people saying, what about the NWO? What about the Four Horsemen? What about the Elite? Bullet Club? Boosie? The Shield? Oh, what about D-Generation X? For one, Bullet Club was only the OC or Balor Club in WWE. The Elite, that's outside of WWE. Get your facts straight. Four Horsemen, that was the NWA. Evolution, that was in 2004. DX is always going to be DX. The Shield. I'm saying is if you're throwing a tantrum right now because you're hearing the New Day is the greatest wrestling faction, I'm going to say this right now. Cool your jets. Cool your jets. This is marketing by WWE.com and the WWE social media thing. Basically, they're hyping the New Day because they want to because New Day is relevant to WWE right now, as they are a faction within WWE, so they're going to be promoting New Day a lot. So basically, the people who are writing this are either people who don't watch the product, or they are basically saying that the New Day is the greatest because they're promoting the New Day. It's more to hype up the New Day, guys. And basically this is what they said. Bottom line, the New Day have been able to make us feel just about every emotion there is to feel in time together. We laugh every time they bust out their signature WWE World Tag Team Championship wiggle. We're excited to ask, who, along with them every time they do it in an unmistakable high-pitched tone. We're confused every time Big E gets a number of championship reigns, part of his signature entrance introduction. But we've all lost count of just how many times they've won gold. I haven't. They even made us cry when Kofi Kingston reached the pinnacle. Let me tell you this, guys. In the current era of WWE, I would consider the New Day one of the greatest factions of this current era. I mean, as far as my list goes, it goes New Day and the Shield and the OC as the biggest factions that WWE has had in the current era. The Shield is no longer with us, as Moxley is now in AEW, and Roman and Seth are on 2 different shows, so the Shield is done. With the OC, as we all know, Gallows and Anderson have been released. We're starting to have a new faction with Zelina Vega and all those other guys. As far as the New Day goes, the New Day is the only ones left, in my opinion, as far as a faction goes in WWE. My honest opinion, if you are looking at this like how I am, I feel like this is a storyline that they're writing right here, and it could possibly lead to the end of the New Day, in my opinion. Do I think it's going to happen? Probably not, because they have their podcast, which is actually quite funny. Is it possible that there could be a New Day split? Possibly. So, when I'm looking at this is storyline written. This is promotion. If anything, this is a promotional article from WWE.com for the New Day, which is good because it gets some heat on the New Day. So, and it's hard to argue too, but as far as the greatest faction of all time, no, they're not the greatest faction of all time. Though they're probably going to be one of the more enduring faction of all time. Yeah, so for all of you guys who are wondering what my opinion is as far as who's the greatest faction of all time, I'm going to have to go with D-Generation X because it's the most successful in WWE. As far as Evolution goes, Evolution was great. Four Horsemen, again, Four Horsemen was in the NWA. They were a great faction. They always will be one of the greatest factions of all time. But just because the Four Horsemen wasn't there for WWE together, I don't want to go there because that's just my honest opinion. As far as the Fabulous Freebirds go, Freebirds are great. And you know what? You should probably credit them for the New Day as well because Michael Hayes works with these guys closely. Yeah. For those of you guys who are worried about this, who are throwing a tantrum, you need to park your brakes, pump your brakes, before you go losing the fool and being an idiot, you know? Because you're going to probably end up doing some weird shit. Last article, which is our last major article here. Samoa Joe is making his return to the WWE. He's going to be back on TV, guys. However, it's not going to be in a competition line of a thing going on. As you guys know, Joe has been out due to a concussion injury, and he has not been cleared yet. In fact, there is no word if he'll appear on tonight's show. And there's no word if Joe will be replacing one of the announcers on the announce team, or if he'll be a 4-man booth. But due to him not being cleared yet, and they want to use Joe, obviously because Joe is great on the mic, for one. And two, they want to give something to Joe, just in case if this situation with Joe gets worse, you know. Obviously, that's what I'm looking at. Joe will be joining the announce team on Monday Night Raw. So they're going to probably put him in the booth. No word yet, though. Unless if I refresh and they have something. Let's take a look. So for right now, we know Joe's going to make his return, but he's going to be doing it on commentary. All right. And there's still no new word on there. It looks like I'll be bringing up Teddy Hart tomorrow. And a DUI for Van Hammer, apparently. That's going to be all for tomorrow's news. Alright, so what I'm going to say is this. A lot of big news happening. I think I'm going to get a lot of comments of like, why am I not mentioning any of the interviews for other WWE wrestlers at the moment? Yeah. I would rather you, the fan, read so you can read carefully to what they say, because that's how a general opinion is developed. Because you gotta do it yourself. And I also encourage fans, when doing this, research your facts before you start going off and start talking like negative, because that's what's going on a lot in the wrestling community, especially when it comes to WWE. It's all negative, and then everything else is all positive. It's like, dude, do your research before you do anything, you know? I guess we'll leave off of this, is that Sex Ferguson is trademarking his gimmick. Yeah! He's even have hats, hoods, hoodies, and pants and shirts and sweats. So, yeah. Check out Luke Gallows on that one, guys. Alright, so leaving off that today. A lot of great stuff going on. Enjoy Monday Night Raw. If you like the video, hit a like, subscribe, comment. On top of that, guys, enjoy your day, and God bless.